Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Recently, I have seen a number of people on Twitter start posting their Wordle scores, and that inspired me to see how it would do as an ASMR style video. So we're gonna sit back, relax, and we're gonna try some of these word puzzles. And of course, as you can see, this is Wordle Unlimited, which I don't believe is affiliated with the New York Times at all. I think this is just a fan project that someone put out there, and I am all the more grateful for it because it can be fun to just sit down and do some of these. So we're gonna start with our first word, and that is reset. And the reason I do reset is because the most common letters in the English alphabet are R, S, T, L, N, E. And this gives us 4 out of those 6. So we can see that we have an E there. And I'm going to do learn as my next letter. Okay. EA, we're going to do peach. That didn't help us at all. Now I'm in, what about, I know there's no RN, so it's not, I was going to go yearn there. Wouldn't be beach. I think it has to start with a B. Either a B or a Y. Let's see, B-E-A. It's not beach. No R, no S. So it's not bears, which is what I was thinking there. B-E-A. I don't think that's a word. I'm a bit stumped. I think like it had, like, to me it just, what about yeah, I don't think there's anything I can think of. B-E-A. B-E-A. Beak. But then there's no... I don't think this is a word. Beal, I don't think that's a word. There's no S. Beag? No, that wouldn't be anything. Oh, beads? I mean, I might just roll with... I know there's no S, but I might just roll with this. Okay. Is it this? No. What in the world? Okay. Beady. There we go. Our first word was beady. As you can see, I've done a few attempts before this, so let's get to 50%. Alright, we're gonna go again. We're gonna go reset. We get an E, and we get a T. That doesn't... How about title? Okay, the T's in the right place, E's not, so it starts with T. T. I know the E's in the wrong place, but what about teach? Okay, we found another letter. T. Tail? Nope. Okay, so the E is not here, it is not here, and it's not here. So the E is here, and the A is not in either of these. So the E is here, the A has to be somewhere over here. That doesn't help me. What word is structured this way? So we know the E is here in the middle, and the A is somewhere over here. So it would have to be like... What on earth am I looking at? Like, it wouldn't be a double consonant, right? So this would have to be like T-Y-E. Yeah, I don't know any word that looks like this. It's gonna be so obvious once it's done, isn't it? Let me try. Like, it would have to be a TY or a TU, because there's no way it would be. Or maybe TO? TOE. Yeah, I don't. TUE. TUA. Yeah, what on earth? Unless, I mean, there couldn't be a second E. Because there's no, unless it's like. I am truly at a loss for words. No pun intended, of course. It's given me some nonsense here. I don't even know. Well, we know the E is here. The A has to be in one of these two, but I genuinely don't know a word. And keep in mind, right, I got a perfect on my English on the ACTs back in high school. English was my subject, man. I don't know a word that's structured like this. E in the middle. So it would have to be like yeah, no. I think, like, does it end in A? I need more information, I think. What's a word I can put in that ends in A? I'm like losing my mind here, actually. Sure. That'll give me nothing. Actually, like, I'm half tempted to just throw it in just to see what else I'm working with, but like, I mean, some of you have probably already guessed whatever it is. But like, that's not a word. I mean, screw, I need to know, right? I need more information. Okay, there's no Y. So that it's either a T, U, or a T, O. But like, T, U, E. Because there's no way it does double consonants, and we already know there's no A here, or an E. So it would have to be T, U, or T, O. But it's like, T-U-T-O. T-O-E. I don't know a single word that is structured this way. Like, this is ridiculous. I think I'm just gonna throw something in and, you know, hope to God that it's, you know, I think it's T-U-E. But then, like, the problem is, right, you get T-U-E, and then it's like, I don't know a single word that's T-U-E. I don't know anything that's T-O-A. So would it be twee? Is it fucking... No, there's no N. Twee... Is it tweak? It's tweak. Yeah, that word had me tweaking, so... There we go. Alright, let's do reset again. Got an S. Let's try S-A-L-L-Y. Sally. There is an A and it starts with S. So S-A... Smack. Why not? There is an M. There is an A. We're off to a hot start here. S... Slam? Alright, so the A and the M we have in the right place. Okay, S... It would have to be SW, right? S-A-M. But then there's like nothing you would put after that. Sham. Shame? I mean, there's no E. Not sham. So it's not this, and it's not shake, because there's no E. It wouldn't be shack, because there's no C. Well, there's no K anyway, so... Sham... And it's like, there's no word I can think of that starts SG or SD or SQ, for God's sake. SI... no. Spam? Spams. Why not? There's a P, so it ends in P. S... Swamp. The word is swamp. Alright, we're off to the races now, I think. Let's do reset again. There's an R. There's an E and a T. Is it tree? No, because there's no S, so it wouldn't be trees. You know, I'm gonna try it just to see. Okay, so it starts with T. We know where the E is. And there's no second E. And the R can't be here or here, obviously. And the R can't be here, so I think it ends in R. There's no second E, but is it like T-H-I-R? Nope. But it does end in R. And the E doesn't go, so it's T-E. T-E. Oh, it ends in R. T-E. 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 T-E-A. No, it wouldn't be T-E-A, because like, how would you make that end in R? It would be a double consonant. T-E. T-E. Oh no, I'm blind. The E's in the... Okay, what about tower? Nope. T. Tamer. Okay, T-A. T-A. Is it taper? I feel like it would have to be right. Nope. It was taker. Okay. Yeah, I screwed up there. That was my bad. I lost the plot a little bit. Oh well. Let's try a new starting word. Let's try peach as our starting word. Okay, there's an A. Let's try amber. What a hot start there. A something, B, and then we have an N over here. A this does not help me, actually. A something, B, M. B is such a... I hate that it's there. I don't... Okay, hold on. Let me use my thinking brain. It wouldn't be A-L-B, I don't think. I don't think it would be A-W, because A-W-B and then an M doesn't make sense. A... Would it be A-U? I don't think so. This is really... What am I looking at here? I mean, we had a great second there, but this third one, I am... Like A-U-B, Auburn, you know? Like, just even words that end with M, I have no idea. Or, like, because there's no way the M follows the B, right? No way. Yeah, there's not a chance that the M is here. So the M, I think, has to be here. So it ends in M, starts in A. The only word I can think of that starts with A and ends with M isn't even a word that ends in M. It's autumn. But that ends with an N because of how English works, so... A... Is there two A's? A, A, B? No. That's ridiculous. Oh, album. Took me a second, but I got there. That's a good 3-guess one there. Alright, let's try learn as our opening word. How? There's an L and an R. Real. We know where the L is. Okay. Trell. Is that not how you spell? You know, when you go and trell soil, is that just not how you spell it? I guess not. What about troll? Okay. So it's got to be... I don't even think this is a word. Yeah, no, it's not. I mean, this wouldn't be a Y. So it's gotta be an I, right? Frill. Let's try frill. I'm a genius. I'm so very intelligent. Alright, let's try... What's a fun word that we can try for this? You know, what's a fun little... What about balls? As in basketballs, of course. There's an L again, and an S. What is going on here? What on earth is this? What about... I can see, because there's only one L. And the S doesn't go here. So I think it would have to S-E-L... S-E-L... Actually, S-A-L, salt... And I'll just throw another S in there. Because why not? Okay, that doesn't help. And of course I already guessed A. I don't know what I'm doing. So it doesn't start with S, it doesn't end in S. So that is disgusting. So I highly doubt S would be the second letter. So it would have to be the third letter. But that doesn't make any sense. If S isn't at the end or the beginning, what on earth? There is no way that there is a word that goes SL after, like, I know there's like slat, or, you know, like, I know SL is a thing that exists, but there's no way there's a letter here and then it goes... There's no way. I'm like... What am I doing? Yeah, there's no way. I'm just doing this to see if there's a W. What in the world? Okay. So it either starts with W. I have 4 out of 5 letters, and I feel like I know even less. EWL. There's no way. Right? There's just no way that that's... There's no way it's EL. So, WEL. Welsh. It's Welsh. What a nightmare, man. What a nightmare. Alright. Let's see. What is a good word? Let's do sleep as our starting word. We got absolutely nothing from that. Okay. Let's try kings. I know there's no S, but there's an N. Let's try tinge. There's no G and there's no E, so it's not tinge. Sometimes it's not good to just go with the first word that comes to mind, because I've done that so many times now, and I've already guessed half the letters in them. What about lunge? There's no E or G. What about R? Ranks. No, that doesn't help. And the N is in the wrong place. But see, this is why I can't just go straight with the word that I think it might be. What about noble? There's no L and there's no E. It won't be knight. It won't be... I mean, it won't be this, but... Okay. T-U... T-U... N-U-T... It's not nut, so that doesn't help. T-U... T-U... Ton? No. T-W... No, it wouldn't be T-W. Wood? No. That's not a word. Junk. There's no K. Jungle, no. Hunts. Okay. That doesn't help me. And you. I am stumped here, boys and girls. This is really... This one's really throwing me off. Okay, so U is here. T is here. And if T is here, then it doesn't end in N. So N is not here, so it has to be N-U, N-U, but if there's a T here, what on earth is going on with this? Yeah, if there's a T here, there's no way that it ends with an N. There's just no way that N is there. So it has to be N-U. And there's no S. N-U... N-U... I mean, this is really... What is going on here? Cause, like, TN, I cannot think of anything that would ever end with TN. That doesn't make sense. So it has to be NU. There's a T here. NU. I don't think there would be a W into this. Yeah, there's no way. There's no way it'd be a D. There's no way it'd be two U's. UYT, no. NUOT, no, I don't think so. NU. We can get rid of Z and X for sure. We can get rid of Q. NUOT. Y. That's not a word. NU. Like, the only thing like nuts. But there's no S. And I don't think it would be spelled like that. NUTT. Y. Nutty. There we go. I figured it out. We're good. Everything's fine. Alright. I think we're going to do 2 more. And we're just going to go back to our original word. We get absolutely nothing out of it. Let's do something like this. There's another N. I swear to God, dude. I swear to God. What about night? I don't like how this is unfolding. What about doing? Well, this reflects poorly on me, I think. I think it's just like we've got a very interesting cross reference here. So we know GINN cannot be in this spot. We also know N can't be here and here. G can't be here. I can't be in either of these. So it doesn't end in ing, which is what I was hoping for. Does it start with a G? No, it can't start with a G because I is there. Does it start I, G-I? No, it can't be ignite. Igloo. I'm just gonna go for it. Okay, so we know where the G is. And we know where I can't be. We know N can't be in these two. IG. So we have no I here. We have no N here. Could it be like NG? I don't think there's any words that start like that, but yeah, no, definitely not. No E. Wouldn't be YG, and it's not IG, so is it AG? AG. N can't go here. You know, if there wasn't a G here, I would have tried angle, even though there's not an L or an E, but like, what? A G, AG, I, well, I can't be there, so this is a toughie, I gotta say. AG, and if there's no I there, does it end in IN? Is this IN over here, G here? It is. That is not a fun word to get on there. But we worked it out. Alright, this is the last one. We're gonna go for our classic opening word. We get a T and an E, and it ends in T. EAS. No. Aglet. It's not Aglet, but shout out Phineas and Ferb. I kind of want to throw a word in there just to see if I can get where the other letters go, but that would also be kind of a waste. No S. Is it sheet? No, but we got most of it. So, it's not sheet. What? What? What am I looking at here? Oh, it's wheat. Wheat. Yes. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. This has been Wordle. And I do hope that you enjoyed. I know it's not my typical content, but it was fun for me. I enjoyed it even when I struggled. So that's about it. As always, I thank you very much for watching. I hope to speak with you all again soon, and goodbye for now.